folks, I just wanted to share with you one of my happy moments. This is my allotment, my daily dose of medicine. So here is our mini greenhouse where we do some seedlings and some black currants, and here's the gate to my allotment. Okay, so we have all the planting beds on the left, and we have the greenhouse on the right, which we built this year, and this is our potting area, so it's a bit messy. And that is our cold frame, where once we put some more seeds in, we're just rotating them now for the later season seeds, we'll have the glass frames over the top again. So here is my line of spinach. I think this is parsnips. This is kohlrabi, which is probably not very known to you, but what you do is use that bulb in the centre. You can cut it up and stir fry it, and if you're brave you can also cut up the leaves in fine and stir fry it. This is a really good anti-inflammatory and a good source of fibre and vitamins. Oh, I forget what this is. What's this one? This is obviously for the leaves as well, but I forgot what that one was. I helped my dad plant them. That's the old lot, and we just planted out them to give them more space. So I've watered them thoroughly and they should live happy. We just planted these ones out of the cold frame that I showed you earlier. So this is a bit like broccoli, but it's a sprouting version. Again, this is really, really good for your health. You can eat them raw in salads, or you can eat it cooked as well. Best to do steamed or stir fry. Okay, next bed we have some carrots. We haven't had such a good season with our carrots, partially because it's been quite dry, not a lot of rain, and then this side was carrots as well, but it got overtaken by weeds from the fence, coming through the fence from next door. And we have some sweet corn. This is going to be great. This is one of my dad's favourites. I really enjoy it too. And they can be quite expensive to buy, so we thought we'd give it a go. We've had a couple eaten by rabbits or something, but most of them are doing well. Here's a set of beans, got nice purple flowers, and beside it a second run of carrots, and then beside that some more beans. You can see here there's actually a crop coming up already. You just pick it off the bottom and they're really nice. Besides that, we've got some more parsnips. They're the ones that were planted earlier. They're doing really well. This stuff that looks like it's dying back is because it's done its job. So we've had snap peas and peas in the pod. We've been really enjoying that. And you can see here we've kept a couple on while it's drying off. We can use them for seeds next year. This is some salad. Always pick from the outside. They're really yummy. And we eat that alongside the ruby chard, which is a bit like spinach but nicer. And you've got yellow stem, red stem, white stem, so it makes it look pretty. This is a red type of spinach. And this is rocket, which makes really nice salad. They've kind of flowered now, so they're not as nice as they were, but they still add something really nice flavour, peppery flavour. That's the next lot of salad gone in there. Again, pick around from the edges. And then this whole lot is different seasons of beetroot that are coming through. If I get into the border, I can show you the root growing up from the bottom. That one's pretty much ready to pick, but we just pick them when we need them. You can pick them quite small, maybe, you know, this big, or you can pick them when they're massive. Last year we had some huge ones, but in general, kind of this size is good. I don't know if you can get the size of that, but that's the kind of size. We've also got a small crop today of black currants, as well as some of the new beans. Got loads of squashes. This is Steve Gilgan's patch. He absolutely loves his broad beans. We're not so keen on the whole broad bean front, simply because once they're full grown, they're a bit leathery, but Steve absolutely loves them. Here's a good example of one properly grown. And they have beautiful red flowers. Some squashes, and Actually, we've already started picking from these. You can see we've got different shapes. We've got a round bulbous one, and then we've got these courgettes coming off, and there's some more behind. In between are the sticky looking things are actually raspberries, which we've transplanted. We're not sure if they're going to last. They'll probably die off maybe. We'll see how it goes. This is our new rhubarb. Looking pretty weak this year. You shouldn't really crop them the first year you plant them. And unfortunately they were cropped a little bit. Look, they're breaking off. They've been trained too early. So we're going to give them some TLC and let them grow fatter for next year. That's our whole crop of black currants. Great source of vitamin C. And actually, although they're sour when you pick them, if you have it with honey and yogurt, it's really good for you. You can cook it down with sugar and put it on your ice cream, but obviously you're making it unhealthy then. Here's our gooseberries. We have an absolute ton of stuff from these gooseberries. And then this is hopefully one day going to be straightened out a bit more, but we're coming back round to where our greenhouse is. So we've got another whole patch of beans there, a different variety. And then the entrance to our greenhouse. A couple of sheep. Say hi! Can you say hi? There. They'll come and eat stuff that we don't need. You can see they've got the beetroot tops there. They're very cute. This one's called Freddie, and that one was kind of semi-named after me. She's called Lulu. There we go. This is my little sitting area for when I get tired. I have to pace myself on the allotment. I'm the kind of general minion. So I've got my cup of tea. My watering vat is really, really helpful, because if you put straight water onto your plants, both you have chlorine in it, and the cold water shocks the plants as well. So both things aren't good for the plants. But putting the water into the vat first and letting it settle there for a day, you can take everything out with your watering can and put it wherever you want. So, okay, welcome to our new adventure. This is our greenhouse. We've had to open up the back because we haven't put any windows in yet, and you really need ventilation in a greenhouse, otherwise you get this. A lot of curled leaves at the bottom. These are mainly cucumbers, tomatoes, and then this one, which is a pepper. And then we have another variety of pepper, which is this one. And then we've got, this is a, you can tell with the purple flower, it's an aubergine or an eggplant if you're in America. And you can see that our tomatoes are coming on quite well this year, much better than last year, but they're not quite ready to pick yet. So, yeah. Oh, and one final note, this is my mum's clever idea. These orange flowers and yellow flowers are, I think they're called marigolds. They stop all the pests, so these tomato plants have been completely pest free so far. So let's hope that stays that way. Yeah, I was going to plant in some basil, but they had green and white fly both attacking them the whole time they were sprouting, so they sprouted really well and they smelt amazing. But I wasn't willing to risk spreading the fly inside the greenhouse where all the tomatoes were. So I'll try that again next year. And I've tried planting stevia, which is a herb which you can use. The leaves are, I think, something like 3 times more powerful than sugar. So you can dry the leaves once you've grown the plant and turn it into a powder and use it for cooking. And it's not going to be bad for your health, unlike unnatural sweeteners or cane sugar. Your other version of good sweeteners are probably honey or something like that, or adding dates or dried fruit. So yeah, that's my cute little patch of paradise, thanks to, sponsored by the Gilgans. And this has been something that has been keeping me healthy and happy, both via food and just by the therapeuticness of being in the great outdoors loving the space, not thinking about much, and just watering and loving my plants and seeing how they grow. Oh, there's a lot of trial and error processing in all of this, and I'm still learning, but it's looking much better. So yeah, thanks for enjoying my allotment with me. Bye.